I stood up for myself at work yesterday and it felt amazing. I don't talk about work because I don't talk about my personal life, honestly. I'm a project manager in an industry that is very fast paced. Things that hit my desk are generally done and gone within a week. I have 2 team members that work beneath me, but I like to think of them as alongside me. They actually work in a completely different time zone in another country, and we work on teams. They do all the research and order processing and things that I used to do when we were a little bit slower, and I still back them up when it gets busy. But mostly I oversee everything. I keep things running, I make sure everything's on time and all the proofs are approved and all that. Well, we've got a new sales rep who is eventually going to be my boss, and he came from being a project manager on much larger projects that are much bigger and more long-term. So this is a double whammy for us because number 1, he's used to doing my job. Number 2, he's been doing that job a lot longer and is probably better at it than I am. He is also a traditional white Christian man. This is setting him up for failure with me. Now, my boss is as well, but they just have different styles of doing things. My boss, for the last 7 years, is very hands-off. He doesn't want to know what's going on. He just passes it to me and says, I know Nat's got it handled. New guy, not so much. He likes having his hand in everything. He likes to feel in control of everything. But I've been doing this for a long time, and I've got my people, I've got my team, and we know what we're doing. We've got a flow. Well, for several months, he's been all over me, trying to essentially do my job. And it came to a head yesterday when he was butting in essentially with me and a customer, and I was trying to help get this order processed today. It was top of my list. I want to make sure it would get done. And there were things I wasn't getting done because he was asking me questions in the middle of it. Questions that were not really relevant to the job being done. It was more relevant to our relationship. And I surprised myself because even though I was feeling a little bit of frustration, I relaxed my nervous system. I calmed myself in the moment, live on the phone. And I very calmly explained, this is not how I work. I said, I love this job and I'm really good at what I do, but this is how I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I do because my team allows me to be. My boss is on my team. My boss knows when to step in and when to step back. My partners on my team know when to call me for help and when they can handle it themselves. I am that way too. I know when I can handle something myself and when I need help, and I will come to you with help when I need it. I said, I recognize that you're used to doing things differently, and you can still do those things the way that you do them, but it can't interfere with the work that I'm doing. I still have to get these jobs out on time, and sitting on the phone with you about it right now is holding me back and stopping me from doing my job. He was not happy with me, and he hung up the phone. But I texted him a little bit later to say, hey, just to ease your mind, I've got these orders going. We're good. There's nothing for you to worry about. And here's what's interesting. I didn't doubt myself afterward. There was none of the usual people pleasing, like, oh no, am I going to get in trouble? Am I going to get fired? Did I hurt his feelings? Maybe I should have said it this way instead. I felt completely at ease because I had settled my nervous system first before I had that conversation. I wasn't coming from a place of defensiveness. It was coming from a place of love. My heart was completely open. I was able to see his side and my side and make firm boundaries for myself within that. I felt nothing but calm and peace and relaxed afterward, and I was able to get right back to the job. Now, some of my feminist friends would say there's power in taking down a man like that, but I didn't. I didn't take him down. I just stood up for myself. And that's something I couldn't have done a few years ago. I couldn't even stand up to myself with my husband. I was confident and professional, and I'll do it again if I have to.